to remember.
Sit back a bit, please. You're too
Why?
close.
Why don't you get closer?
No, it's not a case of me being
Awkward.
closer than you. It's a case of you being too close generally. Saying you're getting cut off by the thing. And you start leaning forwards halfway through, so you're like this halfway. I'm already filming. Let's go.
Hello, everybody.
Do it again.
You always ruin the first hello, which is the most passionate one. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
My name is Darren.
And I'm Graham.
And we have seen in our lives the film Cabin in the Woods. But I happened to see it the other day. I don't know when you last saw it. That'll do. Took too long. You saw it a while ago. Tell us the story, but really quickly.
Well, basically, some people want to go and they buy, I think, or is it their family members?
It's a
cabin.
To be an uncle or something.
Yeah, cabin that's in the woods. They go down there and basically they go.
Some kids.
Yeah, so they.
Well, American kids, where they're all played by 30-year-olds.
And it's basically Scooby Doo for a little bit, you know.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing.
No, not at all. It's played off really well, and so basically they go to this place and
It's cabin in the woods.
it's pretty scary. They meet a guy on the way.
Don't go into that much detail.
Well,
Just do the setup,
setting
not
the
every
scene.
set
All right,
at the
all right.
way.
So they go into the basement after a little while.
It's a cabin. A bunch of people go to a cabin in the woods,
and they
but
find.
it's
Let
being
me
set
finish.
up.
So it's okay. So they find an item
Why are you saying that bit?
each,
That's so specific.
and
You're describing about 40 minutes
honestly,
into the film right now.
yeah, because people want to know.
No, all you have to do is
What
say.
if they're not interested in the less than 40 minutes?
Well, we
bit?
shouldn't be spoiling bits for them.
It's not spoiling it if they haven't seen it, and
It is, especially if they
and
haven't
if they
seen
have
it.
seen it, then they've got this to draw
If
from. They
they've
can
seen
remember.
it, then they don't need you to
Oh my
describe the
God.
plot 40 minutes in. And if they've not seen it, they don't want to know the plot 40 minutes in. Just tell them what it's about. Not tell them what it's about in every single page of the script. It's about
Was
some.
I? Was
Yes,
I doing that?
basically.
Was I really going all the way through the script?
It
Page
felt
one.
like it.
Leaf through,
Oh,
shall we? A few
still
pages
going.
more, shall we?
So, some kids go to a cabin in the woods.
I said all this.
Yes, I know you did. I
What a
heard you
waste
say
of
it.
time. Oh
And
my
at the
God.
same time, everything they do is being
Yes.
controlled and
So what
manipulated
did you-
by an
think?
organisation. I really liked it.
Was that the end? An organisation?
You interrupted me with a question.
I was still listening. Clearly.
What do you want to know? Ask me a question.
Did you like it?
Yes, I really liked it. Thank
oh,
you.
Good. Oh, good.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was really good fun.
Yes.
I really, really found it really enjoyable.
Good.
And
Why?
then the cameo.
Now let's talk about the last 10 minutes. I will say about the cameo is that I didn't see this film for a while. Like, I didn't see it when it first came out at the cinema. So I'd heard there was a cameo before I saw who the cameo was.
Mhm.
And I will say that I love said person, but I was a bit disappointed by it.
It's a little bit.
Only because, firstly, I'd had months of wondering
Yeah.
who it might be. And I was hoping to be Nathan Fillion because of the Joss Whedon connection. And I'd seen that person do a cameo in another film really recently. So it wasn't like, oh my God, that person's cameo. It was like, oh,
I'm out of retirement for this sort of thing.
that
It's like-
person's not retired.
no, I know, but it's kind of like that. You know, if they've been out of the public eye for a while.
Well, do you think she is? Whoever she might be.
I don't know.
I don't know. It wasn't, as cameos go, the fact
Let's
I
get
just
off the
seen her do a
it's fine.
cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, what did you think of the film? What did you like about it?
Well, I liked all of it.
All of it?
Yeah.
All of it?
I really liked the, obviously,
Cameo.
that as well. And obviously it's been, as Darren previously mentioned, this shadowy organisation.
Oh, yeah, I really like that bit. I could happily just watch a film of them.
Yeah.
Richard Jenkins and that other guy.
But it's like, they got like the betting boards out and stuff like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
like finding out which,
The guy, the guy's really gutted that he's never seen a merman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just an office job for them, and they're taking
Yeah.
bets on the outcome of,
I suppose
good
it would
fun.
become like an officey thing though if
Yeah.
it's your job, you
they're
start
not under any threat,
it's like-
really.
I was working at a private airport thing, and there's this plane that is so big that they put planes in it. And at first you're like, oh my God, there's that plane. And then after like 3 weeks, it's like, God, it's so noisy. It's shaking the windows, just
Yeah.
blow it up. So it was like that.
Yeah.
Those are secret thoughts.
But they play it off really well, and it does feel like it's just an office job for
Yeah.
them. And they're trying to find fun.
Yeah, but you can
in
see
the
that
menial
that's
kind of work.
their way of coping.
Let's all just interrupt each other, shall we?
Well,
Because-
I'm elaborating on
yeah,
your point in case you
alright.
didn't understand what you were watching. I don't think they're proper
Honest to
nonchalant
God.
towards it. I think that's their way of coping. with what they're
Do
saying.
you think that's the way? Because what was it? How did I mean? Was
because
anything
things
alluded
got
to
serious? Yeah.
that? Yeah. Well, things did get serious because they had
And they
to.
seemed
It
genuinely
wasn't
sad.
them coping.
Or I think it was.
Was it though?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it
not
did.
just
I mean, a character did at one
'Cause
point
they're
say when
even
they were all betting, it's their way of coping.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he was doing it to.
It was a woman that said it.
Yeah, no. But he
He was doing the betting.
Jenkins, yeah, because he was just he said that, didn't he?
What?
Didn't Jenkins say that?
No. Say what?
The other guy, his mate.
About the coping thing.
Yeah,
There was
yeah,
a
yeah.
woman who said that because there's the new security guard
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
who was being a bit judgmental about the
Well,
way.
yeah, exactly.
We
So
haven't even
he's just
said what
taking
they're
the flag.
betting on. Basically, they take
Well, this is
bets
what I
on
was
how
saying
people are
at
going
the
to die.
start.
Essentially.
I was sort of saying, oh yeah, but that's a plot point, I suppose. Never mind. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah.
You're taking bets on how they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Hence the merman comment before. Somebody's never seen the merman appear, which is why it's a big deal for
And
them.
I think that anything involving the merman in that film is genius. I loved it.
And the unicorn. The unicorn was amazing as well.
Yeah, the unicorn's pretty good, but the merman was built.
Pretty special.
Yeah,
Yeah. And it's a big moment, isn't it, between the two of them?
Well, yeah, yeah.
I don't what? Never said
Don't do
anything.
racist impressions.
I couldn't even imagine what you referred to. But yeah. So it's obviously a great deal of fun. I can't even concentrate now. You've argued and
I
flip
think
flopped all around
that
this conversation. What do you think?
Is a very good film, but it has a problem.
Whoa! I was going to say the good things about it, but you.
Well, we've said the good things about it for 6 minutes, more or
not
less.
really, not really. Well, let's spend 50 seconds doing something else.
Okay, well, I like the way it kind of subverts the cliches, because it's wanting a jock and a virgin and blah, 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 but the people that they get are actually really smart, so they have to make them stupid and slutty and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Boil them down to their components.
Yes. And I like that we get to see lots of different cool monsters. That's nice. Even if they don't necessarily all do a lot, it's still nice to see them. And I really like the characters. There's a guy in this, the guy who goes into the room that originally has the two-way mirror and he can see through.
Yeah.
That guy, I really like him as a character. Like, he just seems like there's nothing special about him. He's just a nice guy.
Fair enough.
But anyway,
you're picking up people in films who you'd like to be your friend.
No, I've already got my friends group. It's Paul Dano I'd like to be friends with. I think Jesse Eisenberg could work well in our group.
Yeah.
Who else? I don't know. Paul Dano and Jess. Paul Dano's a definite. I would really get on with him. I don't know anything about. I don't even know his personality.
Yeah.
I just look at him and think he would make a better friend than the friend that I have. So can I? What?
No. You can carry on doing whatever you want.
Okay.
I've assumed that was me,
Yeah.
but I don't think we're friends. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there's a spot for Paul Dano then. Get in touch.
We have no friends. He's got a big moon head. What are you on about? He looks like David Cameron's.
Says you. It's like a
Afterbirth.
bean on a neck.
With a cool haircut.
Tiny little ears. The only reason you've got a haircut is so we know where your ears are.
Oh my god. Put your cup of tea down.
Cup of tea. Yeah. Turn to a song of the South. I think the problem with Cabin in the Woods is that it's not scary enough to be a proper horror film and it's not funny enough to be a proper comedy.
I think it's only really gunning to be a comedy. Like,
well, I don't think it's funny enough then. Compared to, say, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, that's
well, yeah.
funnier.
Well, all right, carry on.
I think it's a good fun film as opposed to a really funny film or a really scary film, and it's enjoyable because it's got really cool moments in, like whatever might involve a merman, and
things like invisible walls. And
yeah,
things.
exactly. That was the one I was thinking of. Yeah,
motorbikes across a gorge.
So it's not so much that it's just hilarious or really terrifying. It's just you think, oh, that bit's coming up in a second that I really love, or the bit where that girl's making out with the wolf's head.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such it's such a horrible moment because you just.
God makes out with a wolf head.
Yeah, but it's like the tension and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the tension the first time, and then when you know what happens, it's not obviously as tense, but it's still quite fun.
Yeah.
It's like it's everyone's reaction, and because they've been drugged and she's gone too slutty with it.
Yeah. It's really good.
So yeah, it was directed. Do you know who directed it?
Who did?
Drew Goddard.
Drew Goddard.
Yeah, he works quite a lot in TV with Mr. Whedon on things like Firefly and Buffy, I think, or maybe not Firefly, maybe it's Buffy. Either way, he's worked with him quite a lot, and he was involved in that new Daredevil TV series. Anyway, he's good. I like him, and it was co-written by Joss Whedon, of course, who people seem to like, including me. Joss Whedon.
Why do people like him?
Because he makes good things.
Yes.
And people would disagree. Like a minority, because whenever anything gets popular, there's always idiots who like attention.
Yeah.
So yes, and it's kind of got typical Whedon-esque humour to it. Everyone's too funny. Everyone, like, the things they say, like, everyone's too witty.
Right, is this one of the complaints about the second Avengers film?
Why, what's the complaint about the second Avengers movie?
Is that in previous iterations on all their accounts, I suppose.
Of who the characters
directed by Whedon, I suppose. Yeah. Like Captain America would have like his, personality and stuff like that.
I think they do have their personalities in his film.
But they're saying like now everybody's got their own one-liners and quips and stuff
fine.
like
That's okay. That's
I know, but they're saying in the past like.
Well, I would argue that Tony Stark was funnier in the Shane Black one than this.
Well, yeah.
So what's the argument?
Well, it's just that everybody's a comedian now instead of just kind of responding and reacting. Yeah, but that's
because in the previous films everyone's been on their own, whereas in this film it's a gang. It's like it becomes a banter thing, I suppose, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
So all that we've learned there is that people act differently with different people.
Okay.
So I really like Joss Whedon.
Okay. I'm just saying what I've read online.
Well, that's fine.
The internet buzz.
Well, I'm defending from what you've said.
All right.
And I really like Cabin in the Woods, and I like the references to Evil Dead, which you can't get away from because it's from about Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
And I think that this is the biggest problem for the Cabin in the Woods, for the Evil Dead remake, is because Evil Dead remake had to either do the same as the original or do something different, but it couldn't do anything different because this had just done it.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I think about Cabin in the Woods. Very good. I enjoy.
You mentioned Tucker and Dale vs. Evil. That's a must-see as well.
I've only seen it once, that one, years ago, so I don't remember it very well. But I remember thinking it was
memories?
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fond memories.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I really liked it, and I remember it quite well.
Fair enough.
And, and you also mentioned Evil Dead. Did you enjoy Evil Dead?
Yeah. Are we just going to go through films?
No, it's just you mentioned it. I thought we just,
No, I did. I said I was talking about how...
Alright, well, we're done then, aren't we?
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.